In this video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on climate change, my feelings, my opinions, and beliefs I hold about climate change. Now, we all know what climate change is. I don't have to ramble on about that. We know that it's causing an increase in the intensity of weather events, and it's causing an increase in the fluctuations in the frequency of the weather events, including droughts, floods, heat waves, the whole lot. We all know that climate change can be something sad to talk about. Climate change poses a threat to humanity, to all species on the planet, to nature. And it can be a sensitive topic. Because of this, some people have developed a very negative attitude. Climate, you could say maybe doomers, people who believe we are doomed, people who have completely given up with trying to solve and beat climate change. People have given up maybe with being kind to nature because they think that it won't do anything. Personally, I would say I was somewhat similar like this a few years ago. I would say that I had climate anxiety a few years ago. Climate anxiety meaning this worry and constantly overthinking about the future, what the future holds, whether climate change will let us have a future. It got to the point where when I was in school, I really considered dropping out of school to just go and pursue something I fully enjoy so that I wouldn't really have any regrets, so that I could go and get the most out of my life, whatever was left of it at least. Because I really thought that, humans will go extinct in the next few years' time. Now my beliefs are not the same. They have changed a bit. They are more positive. How? Through improving my mental health with the typical self-improvement habits, meditation, gratitude journaling, just sort of being more present, enjoying life and working towards goals. Meditation is definitely up there for one of the most powerful habits. It has given me so much mindfulness that I'm not constantly overthinking about these climate change issues, and I'm not letting those thoughts just sap my energy constantly. What else has helped me is journaling, doing introspective work, journaling about my feelings and my thoughts about my life and the future ahead of me. Now, I won't lie to you. I have attempted to create this video maybe once or twice before. And rewatching those videos, I realized I was lying. I portrayed myself as someone who is completely positive about climate change. I portrayed myself as someone who completely believes, yes, we will beat it. I have 100% positivity in my mind and all of this. But that's not the case. So I'm making this video again to try and be more authentic. So the truth is that yes, I am more positive. I would say that I am more stoic. Stoic meaning I'm not obsessively worrying over the things that I cannot control. However, I am concerned about the things that I can control. I give my energy to that, to try and fix it, to improve it. Because the truth is that I am completely dissatisfied with how nature looks right now, with how we're treating nature. I am completely dissatisfied with how nature's being neglected. I am upset, extremely upset with all of the plastics everywhere, with just the sheer amount of consumption and comfort that is depleting nature and all the natural resources. I'm extremely dissatisfied with where the world is headed. So it would be a lie for me to say, oh, I'm positive, this and that. I'm completely governed by positive thoughts. No, I'm fueled by dissatisfaction. I am dissatisfied with where nature is headed. But I'm also fueled with belief, and that is positive. After reading The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz, I think his name is, I have realized how essential, how critical it is to have belief. Because to be honest with you, before I genuinely believed, like I've told you a few years ago when I had climate anxiety, I genuinely believed that we were doomed. Maybe I was someone who believed we were doomed. I thought, yeah, we're going to go extinct. It was just constantly on my mind. I had no belief that we would fix this problem, this big problem that every single person in every corner of the globe is facing. But after suffering and my life not changing, I noticed that I must choose one of two options to live my life. I can either continue living just complaining every day, moaning, being negative, and not doing anything about the problem. Or I can choose the only viable option and to actually be positive, believe, take action, and live purposefully. That is what I've decided to do. That's why I'm creating this video. So I am more positive because I'm actually doing more things to protect nature. I'm doing more purposeful things to help the sustainability on this planet. They are small scale things, but I'm sure that that scale will be increased massively. I am eating food or trying to eat food that is not packaged in plastic. I'm speaking to friends and family about climate change, about potential solutions, and trying to help them find hope. I am researching online where there are a surprisingly large amount of educational resources about the climate, the environment, and climate change. I'm reading books and I also pray. I know that I'm not doing enough, but I know that I'm doing my bit. So I can't be completely in utter despair. I'm also more positive because of that book I've read, because I understand that belief is so powerful. If you were to like give yourself a goal that was massive, but you didn't believe you could do it, or you didn't even tell yourself you believed you could do it, you're not going to put any ounces of energy into trying to achieve that goal. However, if I tell myself we can beat climate change, we will beat climate change. If I say that to myself, even though deep down I really don't believe, but I just say it to myself, just saying it to yourself sparks that belief inside of you, sparks that hope, and it unlocks a new pathway inside of your brain, which provides you with potential solutions. Honestly, I do recommend that book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Honestly, it can help you with things like we're talking about now, but also goals that you would love to achieve, big goals. It's the only possible option we have is to believe. There's no way you will achieve something if you don't believe in it. It just does not make sense. It might be a bit difficult for you to understand if maybe you haven't read the book, but for someone who has read the book and who has understood the power of belief more, it's more like common knowledge to me. If you don't believe in something, yeah, there is zero chance you're going to achieve it. So to summarize, my thoughts. No, before I summarize my thoughts, I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to ask you a question, a rhetorical question. And that is, how sad would it be for humanity and human potential to disappear due to a lack of wise decision making and humans being too comfortable and lazy to take action? That would be terrible. Because let me tell you this, after I've been on self-improvement for some time now, I've been discovering how enjoyable, how fruitful life can actually be. I'm noticing that there is so much to look forward to in life, and that there is so much to gain if we live more sustainably, if we save humanity, you could say. Examples include the functional strength of a calisthenics athlete, or the mental fortitude of an ultramarathon runner, or a professional endurance cyclist. Athletes who cycle 200 kilometers a day in the French Alps. Insane feats. Amazing experiences and adventures. What about the potential of having a lovely feminine woman by your side and raising happy, healthy children? I probably don't understand the significance, the power, the meaning of a family, a healthy family, but I can imagine that it is something really special, something that provides a lot of meaning to one's life. The potential of, think about the potential of our intelligence. We've been able to create, design engines, vehicles, rockets, electricity, light bulbs, microscopes to look at ourselves. Us humans are so capable of so many things, but we must look on the side of sort of reality. We need to realize that, yes, our entire life is on the line, the entire species is on the line, and we need to be a bit more realistic. And we must live more sustainably. It's the only way forward. So I feel like that thinking about human potential is something very, very powerful. It would be a great shame to just lose human potential because we were too lazy to take action to be more sustainable. So to summarize my thoughts on climate change, I am someone who is trying to believe that we will fix it. I'm someone who does not see a purpose in life if I am not working to create a positive impact for nature and for sustainability. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm dissatisfied with how nature is being treated, and the only way that I will find meaning in my life is that I work is when I try to create a positive impact. I'm dissatisfied. Maybe that is a negative emotion, but it's one that is powerful. I am positive though through belief and hope. If you feel like you lack belief and hope, you are just bombarded by too many negative thoughts, go online and look for positive news. Look for a YouTube video. Search up tree planting project in Africa or in India or in Asia. And there are some really good results that provide so much hope and uplift my soul. And yeah, the reason why I feel like if I don't work towards protecting nature, towards creating a more sustainable future, is because I feel like us living unsustainably, it is the greatest threat. We know this. It's the greatest threat to humanity and the whole planet. It's the greatest problem we are facing. It's a greater problem than the modern food industry. It's a greater problem than obesity. It's a greater problem than like video game addiction. So those are my thoughts. I do believe we can do it. I'm telling myself, even though maybe deep down I don't actually believe, but I am telling myself that I believe, because that is the only way I will find solutions and gain hope.